Hello and welcome back to another maths lesson. Today we're going to be looking at compound interest. Now compound interest is something that it's interest that is usually paid on a principal amount of interest already earned. And typically you would see this in a savings account where if after 1 year whatever interest you've earned in that first year is left in that account, then the interest for the next year is going to be based on the total amount that you have in your account. So remember, in our previous lesson we spoke about different examples where we had principal amounts and interest rates. Well, here in this example we're looking at a savings account. Let's say Mary has a savings account which earns 3% interest. So this is the interest rate. It starts with $500 in her account. That's the principal amount. And how much will be in the account after 3 years? Here's the period, or the term. So with that, we've got to look at, we need to understand, first of all, how much is 3% of $500? And then we've got to add that to this amount for the second year, and then calculate the interest on that compounded amount. So compounded just means an amount that is growing each year with the interest. So if we look at that mathematically, we're going to see here that we first need to work out what 3% of $500 is, and then take it from there. So we already know how to do this. It's 3 over 100 times 500 over 1. That gives us 1500 over 100. The answer for that is, the two zeros cancel out, so we've got 15. So what does this mean? It means that in the first year, because interest is paid annually, the amount that Mary had, which was $500 to begin with, at the end of the first year, she will have earned $15. And so in her account, she will have $500 plus the interest that she's earned for that year will come to $515. Now, compound interest says whatever has been accrued over that period, we're now going to make 3% of that figure, and we're going to grow this investment even quicker. So this will be the first year. Make that year 1. Now we want to calculate what year 2 is going to be. So year 2 is going to be 3% of 515, which is 3 over 100 times 515 over 1. If we do that calculation, that will give us 1,545 over 100. And so the interest that will be earned here, decimal places 2 to the left, 1, 2, so that's $15.45. That's going to be the interest earned in the second year, and that's going to be added to the initial amount that we have in the account. So in the account would have started with $515 plus the $15.45 will give us $530.45. This is year 2. The third year is going to be 3% of $530.45. Just going to do that down here. That will give us 1591.35 over 100, which equals $15.91. And then we're going to take that $15.91 and we're going to add it to this total amount here of the 530 for the year that we began with. And that will equals $546.36. So quite a long calculation, but it's good to see how this actually breaks down, how compound interest works. So the nice thing about compound interest is that you grow your money much quicker because you leave whatever interest you've earned into your bank account, and in the second year you're going to be paid in you're going to be gaining interest on the compounded amount, which is the $500 plus the 15. And in all of these examples, you can see here, we began with 500. We're now at the end of each year is 515. The second year will be 530, and in the third year it will be 546. So we can see that there is a good increase in this investment because it's compounded interest, and also because Mary has not taken any of that money out of the account. She's left it in to accrue interest, and because there's compound interest, it's growing exponentially. Alright, so that's compound interest.